Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Rob. I just want to take this time as I've launched this 12 Days of Decency to just spend some time talking with you. I'm out here doing one of my favorite activities, just out walking in the woods, and to say it's cold today is an understatement. It is very cold, but you know what? It brings all your senses alive, this kind of cold air, this cold weather. So I enjoy it. Um, you know, we need to become decent people again. And if you're a person who's part of a family and you want your family to be decent, then you need to display decency to your family. If your family's part of a neighborhood and you want your neighborhood to be decent, then you need to display decency as a family to your neighborhood. And if your neighborhood's part of a city and you want your city to be decent, then as a neighborhood we need to display that decency to our city. And if your city's part of a state and you want that state to be decent, then your city needs to display that decency to your state. And if your state's part of a country and you want your country to be decent again, then as a state, you need to display that to your country as an example. And if your country's part of a world and you want this world to be decent, then as a country, you need to display decency to the world. So if we want to live in a decent world that's part of a decent country, that's part of a decent state, a decent city, and a decent neighborhood, have a decent family, it starts with you, it starts with me. We all need to become decent again. And one of the big impediments that I see to decency is this emotion of anger. And you know, there's two types of anger. There's a righteous anger, which Christ displayed in the gospel, and that type of anger is a controlled anger, in which Christ called out the religious leaders of the day as they were using their position of power to lord it over others and not allowing them to do certain things. But then there's what's all too common, which most anger is just this unhinged anger. The people just lose control of themselves, lose all sense of who they are, lose all sense of everything. And you really see it as evident at this time of the year, which is the most ironic that we would experience this unhinged anger at this time of the year. This time of the year when we got the greatest gift that we could ever receive, the gift of joy and the gift of peace. And that's what this holiday season is about. It's about joy and it's about peace. But we've forgotten what the meaning of Christmas is really about. We equate Christmas to this fat guy in a red suit, and we got to run to the malls and you know, get these things, and we get angry because the malls are crowded, and we get angry because we get cut off in traffic on our way to the malls, or we get angry because we need to stand in line too long to purchase these gifts that we probably can't even afford, and probably giving them to someone we don't necessarily, that we may very well be angry about. We get angry because we know that during this season we're going to have somebody that we have disagreements with, or we're going to see them. We're already built up our anger in that. So I may think different than you may think different than me, but there's no need for us to be angry. We can be decent to one another. We can just create this level of decency, and I can listen to you, you can listen to me, but we've gotten to this point where nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to hear an opposing view because they think their view is the right view and you've got to listen to my view, and they become all angry about it. So as we move into this holiday season, let's just let go of anger, because the opposite of anger is joy and is peace. You know, we forget about that gift that was given to us of joy and peace. Now, I don't think any of you this Christmas season, when given a gift by somebody, are just going to throw it under the tree and forget about it and never open it. But we forget to open that gift that God gave us, that gift of joy and peace. And we forget that that's what we're called to live in this world, is a life of joy, a life of peace, and be a difference maker in this world, and just become decent. Just create a level of decency by letting go of anger. So, as we go through this journey, this 12 days of decency, I hope you join me. I hope that maybe I say something that resonates with you. Feel free to go ahead and comment using the hashtag 12 days of decency. I provided a link down below for what I've been blogging about. So I hope to hear from you soon. So have a great day. Bye.